the school.
Thank you, Mr.
Good evening.
Good to see you again. Thank you for allowing me to address the board. I'm here to clarify. I'm here to clarify two different kinds of public hearings. One of these public hearings, not the one we're having tonight, would have required me to first analyze and approve the contract. That would have been the case if you were continuing an existing contract. The other, the kind of public hearing we're having tonight, is held first, and then the executive county superintendent gets the contract for approval. I've given out 2 pages from the New Jersey Administrative Code. Now, I made 100, and I gave them all out. And I'm sorry if there aren't enough, but if you call my office, we can get more. The New Jersey Administrative Code is the rules by which the administrators execute the laws that are written by the legislature. It's actually hundreds of pages long, and if you suffer from insomnia, I highly recommend you try reading this, and you'll make about 10 pages through, and you'll drop right off the system. I put an asterisk next to the language that refers to the kind of public hearing we're not having tonight. And it's clearly on page 2, it does not apply to new contracts. We're really writing a new contract for Dr. X. Next to the 2 asterisks, to the left of that, it says, nothing precludes the Board of Education from issuing a public notice and or holding a public hearing on this contract. That's the kind of public hearing we're having tonight. Mr. President, Mr. Superintendent, and I express my admiration for the fact that you are holding a public hearing, even though, in this case, it is not required by law. Now, when you return the contract to me, I will not be able to act upon it immediately. And that is because, as of August 3rd, there is an opinion from the appellate court, and I quote from the decision, plaintiffs in this action challenge 9 discrete regulations granting the executive county superintendent extensive powers with respect to reviewing the employment contracts of school superintendents and assistant superintendents. Now that this opinion has been received, we executive county superintendents will have to sit down with the Attorney General and get guidance about what changes, if any, we have to make in our process of reviewing the contract. My understanding is that Dr. Epps is now in the final year of his contract. So Jersey City still has a superintendent, having no evidence to the contrary. Continue to believe that the Jersey City Board of Education has acted completely within the law. Mr. President, I'm glad to take questions from you, and I intend to leave, so you and the community can have a discussion.
So the procedure we have been following all along we have been following the correct path as far as procedural practices as we go along. Is that true?
Well, first, you have highly competent legal counsel. I'm not a lawyer. I am an educator of 44 years. As I read the law and regulation, the Jersey City Board of Ed has abided by the law and the regulation.
No, because there's been some questions out there that we were sort of rushing things and so forth, but I'm comforted in hearing that, because as president I take things personally, and I'm very thankful that we have been following the correct path on all this procedure, because it's been a protracted procedure here. And I know you have to do your due diligence, and I respect that, and I think all the board members do as well, and we respect that. That's why we're doing it just as A to B. That's what we're going to do. And then when you are prepared, you let us know. We'll go back into session and we'll vote on the contract that if it's been approved by you and your staff. You let us know, and then we'll fix a time frame. If that works for you, that works for us as well.
It works for us, and I think it was a very good thing having this public hearing so you have free interchange. And I too will not be engaging in dialogue with the audience today. But if members of the audience would like to ask me questions or come on in and sit down and have a meeting, please call me and we'll set that up in a way that's convenient.
Thank you, Mr.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.